Hello, I make this video simply because I want to. And the name of this video is I'm Proud to Be an African. I don't care if I was born in one country that is not Africa. I identify with Africa and I'm proud to be so. I believe my roots, which have been wiped away, never talked about, can't be found unless I go to a European agency who is going to tell me what they have found in my DNA and tell me the truth. Everything that I've learned during my time on this earth that was taught to me by Europeans, 90% of it probably was false. So why should I expect him to tell me the truth now? But it doesn't matter. You know, after you get to be an adult, you get a choice. And I understand what I'm saying. I tell you, I say this because all the images, negative images, ever since I was watching Tarzan all the way up to now, most of the time it's of an Africa that is poor, there's nothing to be proud of, does not have anything to offer the world, did not do anything in history, and you lied about that. And so you, as far as I'm concerned, the powers that be, who control the media, who control the narrative, who would make people think that they did not do nothing of substance in this world. You lied to us then, and I believe that you never stopped. I want to let you know the reasons why I feel the way that I do. Because now that you have taken the sheets off and we know who you are, it is an all-out war against people of color. You're the hunter and we're the game, obviously. And a lot of times, in fact, most of the time, the hunter always gets what he wants. But every now and then, the hunter gets captured by the game. You may not know what I'm talking about, but just listen. I love to be a part of a community that is rising up from the ashes of European domination. You don't want to leave that country alone, my country alone. I love Abraham Traore. In the Bible, it talks about David and the love that he had for another man. I'm talking about that type of love. The love that somebody across the waters, a black man from across the waters, would tell a president and countries to leave black Americans alone. And most of us are too cowardly to give him the support and acknowledgement that he so richly deserves. See, he doesn't even want to be a politician. That's what makes him so dangerous. That's what makes him so great. Oh, but don't let me stop there. You see, Niger, Mali, They deserve all the respect and recognition that they have garnered from me also. And don't you think for a minute that just because I haven't mentioned those presidents' names, that I don't respect them. They walk in line with Abraham Traore. There's not just one line, there are 3 lines. And them lions are getting alliances that the world despises. They do not want to see people of color together and unified. Mostly because unity amongst people of color means the demise of people that are absent or have an absence of that which makes you a person of color. I'm not going to talk about what I'm talking about right now directly, because you who are gray, you who are pink, you who have set up a system of white supremacy, who claim to be white yourself, you set up a system, a false system, by, number one, killing everybody that you came in contact with. Every country that you visited, you first sent in the missionaries with their Bible, which came from Africa, the tenets of it, the foundation of it. But what did you do? You took it and you changed. You changed things. You made it your Bible. And you made it reflect the principles and the rhetoric that you wanted people of this earth to believe, so that you could take control of the wealth, resources, the mines, the land, and everything that you could suck out of these people, especially out of African people. But we are not the only ones. We're talking about Mexico, Peru. We're talking about any country where there's people of color and there's resources to be had. They were fair game. And you killed our leaders so that we would always be in a constant state of upheaval and divided. You have taught people of color to hate each other so much that when they look in the mirror, they see somebody that they hate. They see people that they want to be, but can never be. And this is the sad part about all of that. The people that you want to be you. The word that I didn't say a minute ago was melanin. The absence of melanin makes you look pale. You see, Europe has always been in a warlike state, even when we ruled it. But we brought technology, in a time when you were still sleeping with animals, letting them run through the house. You didn't even know what a bath was. Those years that the Moors were supposedly in charge in Spain, and they were, they brought education, hygiene, and some semblance of organization. You know, in Europe, they used to kill each other. And they had to come to the conclusion that if they kept living the way that they were living, fighting each other, that they were going to kill each other off. So they did something out of a rap musical. Okay? They started hating on somebody else, the people who had what they wanted. They said they were going to take the resources, their bees, you understand, their children, and they were going to build up a country or countries using that labor. And they were going to take the beast in them to conquer whatever got in their way or they wanted. Now, I done went off on a tangent, but we should know that history, but we act like we don't, and we act like we're scared to support one another. We act like we want to remain in slavery all our lives. And if you think you're not right now, just try to be free. Try to be free when the police stop you on the side. Tell them that you're an American citizen and that you haven't done anything wrong and that you're leaving. And see what happens. Or you leaving, all right. And they're gonna put you in a box. The other day I had a conversation. And that conversation was built on, now they're trying to get Indians to denounce their tribal citizenship so that they don't have dual citizenship anymore. They will have American citizenship. And the only people that I know that have American citizenship would usually be Europeans. And the people that they call slaves, they think they have American citizenship. But they were told way back when that they were 3/5 of a person. And the Indians were told that they were, except for Indians, they were never actually said to be citizens in the Constitution. My problem is, if you said in the Constitution that somebody was 3/5 of a person, chattel slavery, and then you made amendments saying that slaves were supposed to be emancipated, freed, they could vote and they could do all of that. But you never made them a human being after you took something that you had no business taking from them, because for one human being to take away the humaneness of another human being is just sick. But to never give it back, because from what I understand, 3 + 2 = 5. And 5/5 of a person is a whole person. So when did we get our 2/5? When did we become human beings and acquire citizenship in the Constitution? Or have we been played the whole time? This is something that most people don't want to hear. And then we have all these lawyers, doctors, supposed to be intelligent black people that never question or never try, and it really makes me mad about the Obamas. Constitutional lawyers, supposed to know the Constitution back and forth, but you never tried or you never got out there and really said, okay, we need to fix this. We need to make something proper that was never supposed to happen in humanity anyway. We need to declare slaves as citizens with all the rights of American citizens. Why do you think they still keep killing you out there in the streets and doing things to you? They don't never give you the respect that you really deserve. And you, most of you, you act like you're content to stay where you are. I'm going to say something. Leave Africa alone. Leave my African brothers alone. They're just trying to do what any man, woman, or human being is trying to do. Live. And whatever resources they have should go to those people. They have suffered enough. But we act like we don't care. As people of color, we don't care if somebody lives in squalor. Because you know why? That's the way they made us live. And there's only a few of us that don't live like that. And they're so scared of losing what they got that they won't do anything to help you, me. If you think I'm lying, I'm going to tell the truth on you. I know this is the truth because I had to bury my parents. People that worked most of their lives and ended up with nothing. See, I don't understand how people can work all their lives, put into a system, and then all of a sudden the system tells them that they don't have their money. They do not have the money that they invested in a government that's supposed to take care of them, who never really cared if you were a citizen or not. And you don't care about yourself to fight for your citizenship. I said to myself, can't talk about nobody else. But if I don't say nothing, I'm a coward. Ibrahim Traore, Mali, Niger, and the rest of Africa, you may not respect me as an African. You may have said I've gone too long. You may say that I'm not African. You can say whatever the hell you want, just like that European. But I make the decision of what I am. And I go with African, no matter where I am. See, I know about dual citizenship. I'll be honest with you. My sisters, or sister, because one of them's gone, was born in France. But because she was born while her parent, one of them, was serving in the military, it didn't matter where she was born. She got the citizenship of that country and the country that her father represented. So while they have tried to take our citizenship, we are really, and this is black folks, we are really citizens of two countries. The one that we were stolen from, or we came here before nobody even knew about citizenship or anything, because I do believe there were natives here when the Europeans got here. And where did they come from? They may have been here 15,000 years. But where did the original man come from, and how did he get here? We always want to sit down and talk about people being somewhere. You had to have roots from somewhere, even if it was from outer space. But most people know that they're from Africa, because scientists can't lie about it no more. But this is not about that right now. It is about unification against a common enemy that wants you and all other people of color underfoot, non-united, and sick up here where it counts, where they really control you, that you're so scared you don't want to fight for your freedom. But you will fight alongside of your master. You did it against Japan, you did it against Hitler, you did it somewhere, I forgot the name of that place that Roosevelt was riding a horse. All right, he was supposed to San Juan Hill or something like that. But before he went up there, he sent the black folks. He sent them ends up there first to make sure that it was safe for him to get up there. First man to die in the doggone war that we knew of, American Revolution, right? Christopher Addis. What was he doing there? He was less than a human being, fighting for people that don't care about him on both sides. But yet he's the first person to die. This doesn't make any sense. I will love Africa no matter what. Because the one thing that makes me love it is because although I've never been there in my life, my spirit tells me that I have a kinship with it. And something else my spirit tells me. You see how much they love you in America, where you've been all your life? You damn fool. I don't know of too many people that love anything that don't love them back like we do.